Hey guys, what is up? And Shadolance back for another review. Today I'm going to be doing the L115A2. I'm doing this the day after the Arctic Wolf variant that just came out yesterday, so I was totally stoked for that. I had originally planned to do this review later, about 2 weeks from now, but in light of the recent gun releases, I decided I would go ahead and do this one as well, considering it is a lower rank gun that most of you will be able to try sooner rather than later. To be honest, it's a very fun gun to play with, but for all practicality purposes, it just doesn't really feel that comfortable to me. I prefer to have the L9 series. The Arctic Wolf increases upon some of the, makes better some of the problems that there are with this gun. One of the biggest issues with this gun is that it tends to tank at longer ranges. Now, within a certain amount of range, it will rarely, if ever, tank. It's not a tanker killer. It doesn't kill tanks in one shot, but heavy vest will occasionally tank it. Sometimes it will do a one-shot kill, but it's rare, and you better be pretty close to them and get a good shot on them. So it just depends. But hopping into the stats now, we're seeing a damage of 100, portability of 45, rate of fire of 10, accuracy of 91, and recoil of 65. Now, I'm not going to be comparing this to the L115A2 Arctic Wolf because I did the review yesterday and you guys are all free to go watch it. I will, however, be comparing it to the L96A1 because that is the one that it was originally meant to be a buff of. The L115A2 was originally considered a GP rare variant of the L96A1, however, in reality it is a cousin variant, not a different gun altogether. So, this is actually the second time I'm doing the L115A2 review. Not that the old one was even outdated, it just used my old review style, so I decided I would go ahead and redo it. Now, the L96A1 is actually restricted at Sergeant, whereas the L115A2, just assume I'm going to say the L11, assume I'm not talking about the Arctic Wolf unless I say otherwise. The L11 is unlocked at First Lieutenant 3, so it's a relatively high-ranked gun. Most people will get a chance to use it during their game time. However, it is not available in the Miss G, so you actually must achieve the rank to get this weapon, unless you pick it up otherwise. Although I wouldn't necessarily pick up this weapon unless I really had to, because there's a lot better you could do. I still would take the L96A1 over the L11 if I had to. So looking at the L9, we see a base damage of 100, portability of 40, rate of fire of 10, accuracy of 90, and recoil of 65. Both guns feature an ammo capacity 5 of 15. Both guns can be equipped with a suppressor and a magazine. Most guns, like I said yesterday with the Arctic Wolf variant of the L11, it's very unique that it has a muzzle brake and can still put a suppressor on it. Most guns like the DSR Tactical and WA 2000 Tactical cannot feature a suppressor due to the muzzle brake. So that's actually quite unique that they have a muzzle brake and can still feature that. Same deal with the TRG series. They have a muzzle brake and cannot feature that either. Actually, same with the TPG series as well. So it's very, very unique that they have a muzzle brake and can still feature that. In fact, the L115A3 variant does have the silencer integrated. So just looking at the L9 again, damage of 100, it is a more consistent one-shot kill than the L11 is. The portability is increased by 5 points from 40 to 45 to the L11 from the L9. The rate of fire of 10 is the same on both weapons. The accuracy is increased by 1 point from the L9 to the L11 from 90 to 91. The recoil on both guns is 65, although they're both bolt-action weapons, so that doesn't matter, especially considering that they don't fire that fast to begin with. They don't have that 16 rate of fire that most higher-end bolt-actions tend to have, like the TPG. So that's just another thing. The L9 is tankable, but it's actually quite difficult to do. It is one of the most powerful one-shot kill snipers in the game, and the fact that it is available at Sergeant, one of the earliest ranks in the game, means that at some point, almost literally everyone should get a chance to use this gun. If you quit playing Combat Arms before you have a chance to try the L9, then you haven't played Combat Arms, and I would not ever say you've really experienced the game. Because until you've learned to get good with the L9, you have not learned to play Combat Arms properly. That's just my personal opinion, so that's just how I kind of view this. Also, I have to apologize, guy, for the rather slow gameplay. I know that it started off with just a couple of people, and the game is moving very, very slowly, so I apologize for that. The whole point was just to look around the new map a little bit more and just get some gameplay where this weapon could actually be useful. I actually find this weapon quite good for this map, to be completely honest. It's not great for a lot of maps because of the ranges that you would want to use this at. It's either not going to be a one-shot kill, or the 91 accuracy is not going to be great. This gun is actually quite apt for quickscoping, although you could do a lot better. I would still say that the L9 is a better variant of this gun for sniping, quickscoping. I would use it more in competitive gameplay, as strange as that sounds. Because of the worst damage drop-off, I would not typically put a suppressor on it, but the extended magazine 2 is obviously optimal if you're going to be quickscoping and running around trying to base rape, so that's obviously more important. But I would not put an S1 suppressor on it. I would not mind putting an S1 suppressor on the L9 because it is such a strong weapon, but the L11 tends to tank too much for it to actually be useful, so that's just my personal opinion on that matter. It's definitely worth trying out. obviously. The L9 is something everyone should be proficient with by the time they're like a first lieutenant or captainish rank. The L11 is just something cool to try. I wouldn't use it in competitive gameplay. But that's my quick summary of the gun, guys. So thank you for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe. Check out more videos. I do reviews daily pretty much, just not on the weekends. So thank you guys for checking out my videos, and I will see you guys in the next review. Shadolance out.